seal it off. And we could do that with drug money and just seal the whole border off beautifully and get a big wall and everything needed. It's getting so bad. There's also a bill right now going on called the DREAM Act. They're trying to pass it. You might want to call the congressman or representative right away, because a senator, because they're trying to pass it right now for the kids that are here that are basically illegal or somewhat legal, but they're here because their parents came and they were born here. Right now, it's just becoming crucial that we stop all this, that we seal it, and stop paying for all the bills we can't afford. And I, as a congressman, will be there fighting this issue because it's gotten out of control. The drugs, the problems with all the illegals, it's not only a fight, it's a fight almost to the death as far as I'm concerned. If we want to save Arizona and have a decent state where we can afford everything that we need as citizens and true citizens. If a person's not here legally, then they are unwanted. Anybody that's here illegally is hurting us. I don't believe in some of these church groups or other groups that think we need to feel sorry for them. We need to get the people, all the people illegally out of the state as quickly as possible. And we need to do that any way we can to help make Arizona a good state for the true citizens.
Thank you. Tom?
Thank you. I endorsed Governor Brewer in Flagstaff Women's Club a couple months ago in front of Mr. Mills' family because I thought she expressed courage in signing the bill. I fully support it. We must secure the border. The number one issue to help secure the border is to remove the incentives for why they're here. We provide federal benefits and state benefits, free education, free healthcare, free housing, etc. Those attractions must be taken away. Therefore, the demand to come here won't be so strong. We must have a sensible, rational policy to deal with the existing illegal immigrants here. On my website, ZalewskiForCongress.com, I have a specific 6-point plan to address this. We simply cannot afford to deport 10 or 12 million people. We don't have the money. How would we pay for it? Borrow it? Rent it? Securing the border is going to require specific construction of the border, just like what Israel did in the West Bank, 428 miles. They did it when the entire world was opposed to them. They were being slaughtered with homicide bombings on a daily basis. The border is an illegal issue also, but it's also a war zone. How are we going to pay for this border control? Are we going to print money, or are we going to borrow it from China? Both of those examples increase the deficit, which we all know is out of control. I'll yield the rest of my time here, but it comes down to tough spending priorities, and one of the priorities is obviously securing our people. That's my chief function as your representative, to make sure that you're alive and well and prospering in this state. Thank you.
Thank you. Rusty?
Thank you. It's okay, I'm going to stand up. I found that there's an attention problem the longer I sit, and maybe it's the same with you. The border situation obviously is critical, and we all agree with that. But your question was specific after border security, and all those borders and systems must be secured. One thing is we have to be able to have the capacity, and we have to change federal law to allow us to identify who is not a citizen of the United States. Right now we can't ask when someone requires or requests certain benefits of the government or in other situations, and we have to be able to identify. Then I think that the use and creation of a visa and visa programs that allow for work visas, for student visas, and student and educational visas, so that we can take advantage of facilities just like this and be here and educate them, that all of these must have a return and report mechanism where people go back to their country unless they're, for political reasons, unable to return to their countries. But they are here under sponsorship. They're here under someone who watches them and is responsible for them, just like our H-2B, H-1B programs, and then must go home for a period of time, come back again for whichever one of those categories they're here for, and then return back home. And that way, we can get a handle not only on who's here, but on why they're here, and that we know that there are people who sponsor them and to whom we can appeal in any case, whether it be emergency or otherwise.